What up, Dokkanners? The special friend summons are back for GDC 2026, and I'm here to tell you it is 100% worth using all of your friend points for this. So let's dive in. The first topic is there is no friend summon LR. And for those of you who still might be skeptical, because there's always going to be someone out there who's skeptical, that they are doing this as a bait right before a new friend summon LR releases, it still doesn't mean you shouldn't do this. You should do this. These celebrations, these major celebrations that we have biannually where they offer this, this is a great opportunity to basically earn a bunch of valuable resources for nothing. These friend summons are worthless 99% of the time, but during these celebrations where they give us these promotions where the friend summons can actually serve a purpose, you absolutely should be taking advantage of this, because you get free ZENI, you get free Baba points, you get free Kais. It is absolutely worth it, because after that the friend summon becomes this useless trash heap, which it still has limited chances at getting these characters or like these Kais and stuff, but it's better to do it in bulk. It's faster, it's more fruitful, and it's actually worth your time. Here you're kind of just doing it as a drag. Here you can do it very quickly. This did not take me very long. I'm gonna get to my little story in this video. What I had to deal with this time was very quickly resolved by a suggestion made by you guys on my live stream and this 50 unit multi. If a friend summon LR were to theoretically release right after this, it won't, by the way. We've been going through this scenario for 10 years. These dummies are never releasing another friend summon LR. But if they were to do it, this would still be better, because you would get all of the Kais necessary to boost up that friend summon. And instead of having to pull the character 14 times, you could just use your Kais if you wanted. But also, you could just get so much extra stuff to help. I don't want to say the rest of the year. It just depends on how many friend summons you have. But it can impact multiple celebrations moving forward, making your life easier. Dokkanning responsibly is a good thing to do, but it is also time consuming. Sometimes you just don't feel like farming up super attacks. And I can tell you from personal experience, I have been Dokkanning far less responsibly as of late on like new character releases, and it is 100% because of these friend summons. Every friend summon promotion that we have, I will do these videos, and as a result I will get some really good stuff. Over 500 million ZENI from statues and selling characters, over 200 sleepy Kais, 240 grand Kais and elder Kais. I feel the repercussions of this year round, because the combination of me farming super attacks on occasion, also while using Kais, I never run out of Kais. And after what happened this time, I literally will never run out of Kais, I think, ever, until the end of service. I'm not even joking. Like, it's that crazy. And I'm going to share that in just a second. So there are two types of multi-series. There's a 10 unit multi, there's a 50 unit multi. They are the exact same thing, only one is 5 times as fast. Because the 10 unit multi gives you a guaranteed featured pull, which is any one of the characters involved in the banner, or a platinum or gold Hercule statue. So if you look at this banner, 10 unit multi, you're guaranteed one of these. All right. And then the 50 unit multi is the same exact thing, only 5 guaranteed one of these. So it's literally just 5 times as much. So if you're trying to summon in bulk, that is going to be the way to do it. Now, there is no skip animation, which I am aware of, and maybe they're going to implement something like that during GDC, maybe afterwards. I don't know. It's definitely not here during GDC countdown, but there is a way to skip in a different sense. And this is thanks to you guys on a live stream that I learned about this, because I never thought about it. If you start a summon and you simply just close the app, you will restart and all of those pulled characters will just be in your box. Because the second you push summon, you've already done the summon. The rest of it is just superficial fluff. It's stuff to make you feel like you can actually, will the character into existence. But when you push summon, you've already earned all the characters. So closing the app and then coming back basically just removes all of that fluff, and you just got the results. And so I did this for myself. So let's now talk about what I do every few months. That was a spoiler. Okay, so every few months during 11th anniversary, during GDC, 9th anniversary, 8th anniversary, I was basically doing this where I would do these friend summon experiments, and I would document very carefully and consistently how I was progressing through. So for 9th anniversary, I had 12 million friend points. This was like at the peak of my link leveling days. I don't link level as much anymore. I'm retired when it comes to that, because I've maxed out on everybody. Any new characters that come in, I will max out those. But otherwise, I am not link leveling on the regular. 12 million friend points is pretty normal for me because I was doing a lot at the time. We didn't have a Whis event during the 9th anniversary, but I was link leveling a ton. So with 12 million points and with the special premium friend summons at the time costing 20,000 per pull, I started doing experiments. After 100 of those premium friend summons, even though it was 20,000, you were still getting only 10 characters from the multi. So after essentially pulling 1,000 units, I documented the results, the before and after of my box right here. And so I did that consistently for every block of 100. And so after doing all of that, I would document the end results all the way down here with the write-up, and I would show how much I got. 8th anniversary, 300 premium friend summons, aka 3,000 units pulled. I pulled 700 million ZENI, over 250 Sleepy Kais, over 150 Elder Kais and Grand Kais. 9th anniversary, double the amount of premium friend summons. I got over 1.1 billion ZENI, almost 400 Sleepy Kais, over 230 Elder Kais and Grand Kais. 10th anniversary, oh yeah, I skipped 10th anniversary. I think we didn't have a promotion for that, I think. GDC 2025, after 200 premium friend summons, I got 375 million ZENI from statues, the Hercule statues, and selling all of those extra characters. 150 Sleepy Kais, 150 Elder Kais and Grand Kais. 11th anniversary 2026, after 300 11th anniversary friend summons, I got 500 million ZENI from the statues and selling all the extra characters. Over 200 Sleepy Kais, over 240 Grand Kais. And that brings us to today, GDC 2026. So let me go up to 11th anniversary here. I just want to see what was my starting point? 11th anniversary. So going into 11th anniversary, this was already past my retirement for link leveling. So as you can see, my starting point, as opposed to before, is half. I had 6.3 million friend points to work with versus the 12 million that I had during the 9th anniversary. But it's still a lot. And so with the 50 unit pull that we had back then, I was still running the same experiment. So we get 50 characters for every 100,000 friend points used. So I basically just converted that into the same 100 anniversary friend summons, which is basically 20 of these multis. 20 of these 50 unit pulls accomplishes the same 1,000 units pulled. And so I was still able to standardize all of the results every chunk of summons. All right, cool. So I did this a couple of times. I got all the results. As you can see, the numbers tend to be about the same. Every 100 10th anniversary, or special friend summons, I get about 15, anywhere from like 8 to 30 or 20 of these Kais, which is good. Pretty standard stuff. You get a good amount of ZENI. The more you do this, the more resources you gain, and this has kept me set for quite some time. Then we get to GDC. Okay, GDC. Look at this. Check this out. 84 million friend points. I have no idea how this could have happened. This had me stun locked on my recent stream that I was questioning all of the math that I had ever done. I'm pretty decent at math. I was assuming that I either cannot read this properly or I was reading every other number wrong. Like I was doing the calculations. I was like, wait a second, why is this number not going down? There's no way that's 84 million, or maybe it is. And I read this wrong. It's not actually 6.3 million, but it's 63 million. Nope, it was 6.3 million. Something happened between the 11th anniversary and GDC that caused me to explode up to 84 million friend points. I didn't do it. I don't link level anymore. I also didn't Whis event run as much these last 6 months or 9 months. So what happened? So I had Truth jump on the stream to kind of help me kind of make sense of what's going on. Truth never does the special friend summons. So he has like 245 million or something like that. He has an insane amount, but that makes sense because he's been accumulating that progressively over years, right? But for a 6 to 9 month window where I started off with 0 friend points, to jump up to 84 million is unheard of. And so we kind of came to the conclusion that it might have just been modders. So this is the first time where someone else's modding is actually affecting me. And I don't think that this is going to be a good thing because this only affects people who have good friend units. And I learned this for the first time when I was talking to Truth. I had no idea that another way to earn friend points was for other people to use your character. I literally didn't know that. So if other people use your friend character, you earn friend points. I don't know exactly how much. You can earn 50 by clearing a stage with a random friend. You earn 100 friend points by clearing a stage with a friend unit on your friends list. But after that, you also earn friend points when other people use your character. And as you guys know, during every month, during every celebration, I will set the relevant character, typically rainbowed, as my friend unit. And I'll change up my friends list so that you guys can also benefit from it. So I guess people just macroed and they would use my same friend unit over and over and over. So I got a bunch of friend points, they got a bunch of runs complete, and it resulted in me getting 84 million friend points. That's the only explanation. So this actually does start to affect other people, which is not a good thing. This might need to be addressed. I think other people wouldn't have necessarily been in the situation anyway, because it's only whales that are going to have the best friend units, but this is just insane. And I was more so than that, I was just freaking out about the fact that I had to spend all of these friend points because I use all of my resources. I don't just let them sit there, I use them. I burn ZENI like a fiend because I'm trying to max out every item in the Baba shop. I use my Baba points because I'm trying to buy every item in the Baba shop with Baba points. So I am using these resources religiously. So 84 million friend points worth of summons means 847 50 unit multis. That is a lot of summons. This is where you guys saved me. On the live stream, you guys said, if you start a summon just by pushing the button and you just close the app, you skip it. So I did that, and it basically took me about a day and a half, which was surprisingly fast. I thought it would be very mind-numbing, but because I was watching a TV show and I was doing very basic movements, like trying to do this with the phone, it was actually very quick. So here are the results of 847 50 unit multis, aka 4,235 11th anniversary friend summons. 40 times what this is, which means if it's 40 times this, we'd be getting 360 Elder Kais, over 400 physical, over 400 AGL, over 400 tech, over 400 STR, over 400 int. Look at the results. After 847 50 unit multis, we got all of this. I kid you not, all of this is now in my box. 2.5 million Baba points from all the characters that I burned with Baba, to get Baba points. I could have sold them, but because I knew I was going to be getting a ton of Hercule statues, I figured, you know what, let's get some Baba points out of it. So I got 2.5 million Baba points. I got 386 Elder Kais. I got 624 physical Grand Kais, 612 AGL Grand Kais, 597 Tech, 617 STR, 640 Int, almost 3,000 Sleepy Kais, and then so many Hercule statues that this basically makes up 6 billion ZENI. Over 6 billion ZENI. All from those 84 50 unit multis. So here's the before, right here. We got all these. I still have two. Yeah, so these, like, this was already the residual effect of previous years of doing the friend summons. Obviously, over the course of the year, like, we get these Grand Kais in other ways, like from mission rewards, from logins and stuff like that. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend like this is all just from friend summons of the past. But as I'm burning through my reserves and I get a few back, it still is a net negative where you're burning up your resources. But even still, I didn't run out. Every year that we've been having this promotion, the amount that I gain versus the amount that I burn has been getting less and less because I keep pulling more and more of these friend summons each year. And so now, going from this to this, I literally, I'm not even exaggerating when I say I might never run out of Kais ever again. Like, I could probably just completely put away the Dokkaning responsibility mantra and just do this. And I'll be fine. I'll never run out. 700 Grand Kais? Are you kidding me? 700 Int Kais, 600, like, this is just absurd. 2,000 Elder Kais, 3,000 Snoozing Kais, all of this extra ZENI. Dude, I'm set, man. I'm set. So it is worth the time. It is worth it. It is worth it. It is worth it. No matter what, even if a friend summon LR is coming out next, I personally feel you should burn all your friend points, but you don't have to do it right away because, again, this goes on until October 27th. So if something about this feels fishy to you, where you feel like something is coming up and you want to save it, hey, by all means, do what you got to do. But I'm here to tell you, I do not regret for a second spending all my friend points to basically now be set for life with all the resources that I've gained from it. Even if this whole like modder situation didn't happen, I still would be recommending that you do this because every year I'm still doing this and I'm still getting a good chunk of stuff. Like every year, I'm basically earning this times two, right? I'm getting a lot each time that it's worth the effort. All these other times, I did them fully legit. Like when I say legit, I mean, I didn't like close my phone and restart the app. I ran through all of them and I tapped away for all of it. This is the first time that I didn't do the tapping thing and I actually just skipped. I had to, because otherwise I'd still be doing this. I would probably be on like my 200th, or no, maybe like my 100th 50 unit multi at this point. That's just, it's too crazy. Is it worth it? 100%. Do it. Just do it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on this whole friend point situation. Have you ever seen anyone earn 84 million friend points in that little time for these friend summons? Because that is absurd. How many Kais, Grand Kais, how much ZENI, whatever, have you managed to get from your friend summons? Have you started? Are you planning on doing it? Or are you going to be saving up for that, once again, you know, theoretical friend summon LR that would drop after this? Let me know your thoughts, your ideas, your plans in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you're going to see more myself do it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.